No, I was in a very different zone. I started very early, the age of 12, 13, and all that expectations and everything finished. And it became in a zen mode. I was working with people who were much older than me. When I was 13, I was working with people in the 40s and 50s and 60s. So the mind zone of those people are actually my mind rather than a younger mind. So when I did the first movie, I felt like this may be the last movie. So let me do the best. And I was not intending to do many movies. I was very happy with because money was such a temptation. I wanted to do something more musical, but outside movies. And with the overwhelming response and love and the possibilities of having resources to do more music was not a fuel for my doing more movies. For Roja,
Yes.
I think it started the day I met Mani when he said you have to do the movie. So I said it's going to change. Everything's going to change now. And the way he was explaining things, the way we were working together, achieving a vision together. So it was not like a day before the release, but it started. The excitement started when we were making the songs. I think the grace of God, because I believe so much in spirituality, and I feel like it's a gift and a blessing, and people want things, and if they're well wishes, sometimes you feel that. In my creative side, I felt like I didn't have this when I was doing Roja. I was not this. That music which came out of for Roja was never there in me. It evolved with this combination of things, the script, and so when I get a block, I always think that I never had that, but I came up with that. So right now I have to do the same thing. I have to go immerse in something which is very different, and it will bring something out of me. So never trust what is there with you, but what could come, and you just have an intention, you have an ideal benchmark, and then you have to reach to that. Yes, the team and the vision, and because sometimes great scripts come in, but they don't have the right producer or distribution or anything, so all the work gets wasted. And people keep saying, "Why can't you do that big movies? Why can't you do that silly movie where 4 people are watching it?" And so stuff like that. So it's a team, and sometimes people who are discovering things new. That's the best because you're discovering together. And I don't treat them like newcomers, and they don't treat me like initially everything is done in the first 2 days, and then we together discover something. Yeah, Hindi and Tamil. I think strangely the tune is somehow you give the tune, and I try to understand the words, and I also like Tal. We take most of the stuff is done for lyrics, even though they ask for tune. Most of them are just giving the lyrics and because Bakshisa was so good in writing lyrics which are musically friendly, and so in Hollywood it's a different game. They don't have the patience. They want a song. They wouldn't probably create it. They would just take a song which is there and get the license and so big movies never take any risk, and very rarely they scoring is in a way it's pretty similar, but more they have more actually tick marks to take. It's more disturbing the movie, and there's so much of other things. I think we have more freedom here. It's a blessing only. I mean, because there's so much of livelihoods, so many livelihoods are thriving, so many different artists, singers are, if a singer sings one song in a Hindi movie, he or she gets a flat in one year. They get, there are so many programs, they don't judge. I feel very, very good about that. Rather than being suffering in poverty, they're making money is a good thing, but they also have to evolve. They also have to. Thing is, they come in and then they go off. Where are they afterwards? Are they reinventing themselves? Is the question. And to get an identity is a blessing, and you need to value it. The blessing now is actually if anybody has an idea and they just put it on YouTube, it becomes popular. Right. It's the greatness of the idea which can spread. It's not about how marketing or anything. People don't see all that. People see how great it is as an artist. If there's a great singer, even there are many viral videos floating around. Like somebody does from a girl from a very poor family who sings beautifully, and then went on and on. And then there was a beggar actually, kind of a kid sitting and playing the Airtel tune. That became, so there's no gatekeeping or no, yeah, that's gone. The important thing we don't have is performance halls. For younger people to go and hang out, it's so dated, that whole culture, and you have to keep up with our younger people. They need to, I don't know who's going to do it, but somebody has to set up these places, and these places would be the nurturer of independent music. Like we had a Blue Frog, it's gone now.
Right.
And imagine, and so much of joy it brought. So many people are performing there, people are head out, and that's gone. So I think these will be the key reasons for independent music to thrive. I think we need hangout places, just without drinking, just drink coffee and that is the problem. The stigma attached to music is always alcohol. And yeah, I think certain people understand how I work, and I give everything, to make a vision come true or to make a great song. I sacrifice everything, my ego, everything is gone. It's about the song and how it's going to enhance the movie, how people are going to benefit. And if somebody is willing to create along with me, I'm game. I'm going with them again and again. And if you take Rakesh Mehra, who was that, Ashutosh, Imtiaz, Manisa Shankar, go back again and again. Some of them, just to bring, because when I was an art film producer, music producer, it was easier for me to check out new voices, and that became a habit. So there was nobody questioned me why you're not using this person, that person. If it sounded good, they said okay. Unless very few times, some people would say, I want this singer, I use this popular singer, which I love using, I respect them all. But yeah. Production came because I was writing ideas. I had so much of time, jobless, on the flight.
And script ideas?
Huh?
Script ideas.
Yeah. So I was traveling so much that I had an iPad and I would start jotting what if, and like 2 pages. Then started getting like 12, 13, 14 ideas in there. And then so I said, let's do the first one, which is 99 songs. And I found the director, second. So we complement each other, I think. They're doing pre-production now. But direction is, I don't know whether I should call myself director. Because I was into this virtual reality, this whole discovering this new form of. So we tried different HMDs, and then I was finding something very unique about it. Was those images which came on that lingered with my mind more than a 2D image. It will almost look real. And I said, what if we do a narrative on this, musical based, and we wrote a script, and according to what would be good in virtual reality, the viewer being a part of the narrative. And so then we said, okay, let's try it out, let's shoot it. And we used all non-actors in my school, and we shot the whole thing, and we got excited. And then we found Intel was ready to sponsor, give us seed money. I didn't even know how I finished shooting it. We are editing it now. It is strangely a full length. It is almost 1 hour.
Okay, that long.
Yeah, with 2 intervals. Because you can't put more than 20 minutes, and it's in English also. So first time you're doing something new, it'll go to a larger audience if you do it in English. 2D is another monster. I don't have the mindset for sitting for 2 years doing a movie. It will kill me. And my bread and butter is doing music, and I want to be that.
Right.
This is, it was supposed to be a short film, so we jumped into it and said, okay, I don't need that much of attention. And I have a great team now. They're editing it. It all depends. We want to, the real asset test is that people see it. And we are all very confident that we'll be able to give a whole new feel to cinema because it's music based, and I felt like those kind of movies became very formulaic rather than going deep and evolving musically. Like you see La La Land, okay, we could have done it, we didn't do it. And why? Because there's a formula, and everybody wants to do the formula rather than reinventing musical ideas, musical filmmaking. And we have seen masters, we had K. Vishwanath or Subhash Ghai, and Maniratnam, of course, has a unique way of. So this is to see what next gen kind of the director's next gen. He's done MTV, he's done Belarus, and now bigger. I really appreciate his work. So I feel with this input and the combination of this team, might, fingers crossed.